What up? What up? What's happening, good people? Yes, I appreciate y'all watching part one of the interview with Billy. Street Racing Channel, man, good guy. Definitely fun times, man. Did like I said, these interviews were maybe 3 to 4 years ago, and I'm just now able to get them off from Facebook onto YouTube. So, and again, big shout out to Billy. Thank you for your time, man. Keep doing your thing. Of course, his truck and his car and his, there's a lot of things have changed since these interviews. You know what I mean? His brother's racing. His dad's got a Malibu. He's got a Nova. Man, it's just a whole bunch of things has changed. And again, I still watch the channel. I still watch the channel and stay up with it. And I don't comment much, but I do watch the channel. So again, man, y'all chime in. This is part two. Turned around on that end, far as participating at a different level, in a different stance, instead of in the stands, but be a part of it.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Like the first half of last season, I was just watching and putting on events myself, and it got to the point where I was so tired of watching other people have fun and race. I was just like, man, I have to get this truck together. And I saved up money and, I put the engine together, got the turbo fabbed up and everything like that. And when I finally did start racing, I was like, man, I wish I had a full season of racing. I can't watch anymore. I got to go do it.
And I have that feeling myself, once I get in the seat and be like, man, this is just next weekend.
Yeah.
I can go back, I can go back. But as of right now, and the season's right around the corner. It's going to be, tracks are going to start opening up before you know it, down this way anyway. And I'll be probably sitting there wishing I would have hurried up and done this and done that and done this. My problem is I have it. I have everything to finish my car, just the time.
The time is the hardest thing to come by. I wish there was more hours in the day.
Just sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Some days are long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've got the bell notification on the subscribers list, so whenever you put up a new one, it lets me know. I'll go
That's
check
awesome,
it out.
Man. I appreciate that. I really do.
And then I'm gonna have to get some of the attire also.
Yeah, man. Check out the website.
I will do that, and for any others out here watching, do the same, man.
I appreciate
do the same.
that.
Young man here is out racing, having fun, and having a ball doing it. So support him,
And I try to entertain people. I try to put some good videos out there. I know in the wintertime especially it can get boring and you're sitting there thinking like, oh man, I wish racing season was here. Sometimes you go back and watch those old videos and it keeps you up in spirits.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Make you want to get out in the garage and do something.
Motivation.
Yes. Yeah, hear this little guy here. I don't know what he's doing, but he's... But again, I'm a definitely keep up. I hope everybody else keeps up, and I appreciate your time again. And thanks for sharing your build with us and some of your knowledge there. If you're down this way again, give me a shout. I mean, we got several tracks in this area. I don't know if you're familiar with. Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. Ohio
I've been there
Valley.
for Turkey Bash.
Okay, yes, that's what I said. We got several in this area. Of course, Beach Bend down the road.
I've actually got Turkey Bash hat on right
down
now.
This way. There it is.
Man, I hope they do that race again this year. I've been hearing there's word that they might not, but that's a good race for everybody, I think. I hope Charlie Bennett does that race.
Okay. I didn't get to make it to the one this year. I went to the one last year and the year before, I think.
Yeah.
And it was a good time seeing fast cars,
It's a good change
So
of pace. Like
that's neat.
I usually either street or no prep race, so going to a prep race like that every once in a while, I like seeing the different tuning and the different kinds of suspension that people run for that kind of racing. I obviously love the smell of prep, so everybody loves the smell of prep. So that's one of the things I like going to a prep race. It smells good.
Yeah. Yes. They've got I mean, this track here, man, it's every weekend it is packed, and it's as long as the sun's out and it's not raining, something's going on.
Yeah. US 60 or
something's going
talking
on.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. US 60. I don't live very far from it, and I try to make it out there as much as possible. But hopefully this year I'll make it out there in the driver's seat or in the burnout box helping someone out one way or the other.
What's your plan on that Mustang? Are you staying Ford power or are you going Chevrolet?
No. It's let's see, I had a 04 LQ4 in it. I did a Little John Stage 2 S475, some Seaman Decker 80s, and push rods and other things. But other than that, that was it. And I had it dynoed and made 778.
That's good.
And I was
That's
happy
absolutely.
with it. I was happy. 787. It was 787. I was so happy with that. My oil pump went out on me. The bypass valve on the oil pump got stuck, and I was able to save the cam, but I lost the block.
Oh, those LS oil pumps are weird. I looked at one the other day and I was like, this doesn't look like an oil pump. Like, it's so different from small block Chevy.
Yeah. And it was partly my fault. It really was. But I do have another motor in it. It's just a regular 5.3 now. I'm not looking at trying to make that kind of numbers. When I built the car, I was just set up. I said, man, if I just make 500 horsepower to 550, I'll be fine. And then, and I was telling Little John that when I went and picked my cam up from him, and he said, man, if you don't make that by accident, you're doing something
That's
wrong.
exactly the same thing he told me, pretty much, except I was shooting for a little bit higher, but he's like, if you don't get that by accident, then there's something seriously wrong.
Right.
Those turbo cars, they make power.
That's what he told me.
We're gonna make power.
Yes, that's what he told me. So and sure enough, I wasn't expecting them kind of numbers at all. And to say that what kind of boost range I was running, I lost the on the last pull. That number pulled my one of my vacuum lines come off. So therefore,
it made a lot of boost.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt the motor.
Make a lot of boost then, huh?
Right. It made a lot of boost, but it didn't hurt the motor at that time. Everything was fine, and it was a little while later I was out playing with it, and that's when it happened. Yeah, but that's how it goes. I guess that's how it goes. I was fortunate enough to find another engine, but I've yet to do anything with it. I haven't even fired it up. The harness is out of it. The motor's in it. Headers are on it. Turbo's not in it. But that's about it. It's a TH400 turbo car, trans brake, 2-step. I have a rear end 8.8 rear end Ford 33 spline Moser, but it's sitting in the floor in the garage. I haven't
some
even
good
put
parts
it in.
there, man.
Yeah. I'm hoping to. I really am. The time and the motivation. Sometimes you get.
I think I lost you.
Just like, yeah, that was
you're good.
me. So you look at it and just like, man, do I really want to mess with this right now today?
I get it. Yeah, I've been there before, and it's hard to get out of that rut, but sometimes, usually, I end up, by the time people start actually racing, I'll be like, wow, I'm jealous. I need to get going. I need to get started.
And man, I don't, yeah. And other little projects around the house, other things. I call myself wanting to have a little turbo street truck, so that's took a lot of my time this winter. And I'll have it. I'll get something going. I just keep telling myself, long as before I get something going before the end of the season, I'll be
Well,
happy.
when you do get it going, bring that thing to KD Dragway, Midnight Madness.
Okay. When is
The
that?
first one is May 10th and 11th.
May 10th and 11th. Okay. And then how many do they have a season?
6. They have 6 races. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. That is cool. KD Dragway. I'll definitely keep that on the horizon there for sure. Brent, did you hear that? I hope he did. I know he's watching, so I hope he heard it.
Yeah, that's one of the races that we put on throughout the season, and we start at midnight. So we started this tradition 2 years ago. We start the race at midnight. It's all flashlight start, finish line judge. So it's like street racing. The atmosphere is insane. There's a couple thousand people there usually, and it's a great time.
I'll definitely try to make it this season. Like I said, I'm telling Brent that because yeah, he's watching. He heard it, so we have a date, Brent.
Yeah, the first race of the year is going to be it's a $20,000 small tire purse. It's 64 cars. We've got them all locked in. There could be some that drop out before then and have to get alternates, but so far 64 people have locked in half of their entry, so we should have a good race on our hands.
And it's just that particular event's all just just racing and no testing tune, no issues, nothing like that.
We do have some grudge usually. For this particular event, it may be that we can only run the classes. We may not have enough time for grudge, but throughout the season on a smaller event, we probably will. But this season opener is going to be insane. There's a lot of cars coming for it, so.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely try to make it up there. That's for sure. That is for sure. Dustin, you hear that? Dustin, Brent, both y'all hear that? So I'm just throwing it out there, fellas.
That's a good time.
Yes, sir. And again, I appreciate it. I will definitely keep watching. I hope all y'all that are watching go check him out on YouTube, and I appreciate your time.
I appreciate
Billy.
you.
Thanks again.
Thanks for having me.
And no problem. I'll keep in touch with you.
Sounds good.
I will do.
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Thanks, later, man.